EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Okay, ready? Right to the air goes Daniel. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8 yards.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, they'll run the option to the left. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. 76, go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Ready.
A run here. It's Chris Rodriguez. And a nice one there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him. And
that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Notre Dame.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Robinson. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
By Jartavius Martin. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Preston Smith in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
The RPO, that one is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
On 3rd down, Penix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction?
And he will get into the end zone. Corey Merritt, touchdown Washington. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. but it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deron Payne. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Now, deep ball for London. That's hot! And he will score! Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. But dangerous Nico Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, having success early in his career. His 2nd sack in these first few weeks of the season.
60 by 6.
On 2nd down, here's Krosky Merrick. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Into the hands of Lane. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
70,
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. As caught, that's Lane. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Let's 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
He'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
19-18.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Zach Harrison on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. The motion man here is McClure. Now Daniels going to give this forward to the receiver.
Terry McLaurin, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. And he's not gonna get away. They're gonna bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A 10-yard gain.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But They seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Penix. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lane. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Let's go now. Step ready.
Run over center. That's Krosky Merritt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commanders first down.
For a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Look, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Krosky Merritt to run again. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. James Pierce in on the tackle.
34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back to Atlanta. In a moment, they face 2nd down and 7.
18. Purple ladies.
They'll throw with Daniel. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I really like the job the defense is doing, Mike, disguising what the coverage looks like before the snap and then what the coverage actually is after the snap. And I think the quarterback's having a hard time really figuring out what am I looking at, where are my targets, where's the coverage holes. And I think it's led to some really big plays by the defense here in the first half.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Washington. And even 30 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
70.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough. Down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and goal. Here's Daniel. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Buffalo 60 Eagles, 60, go!
They'll run. He'll bring this back to the 10, but that's it. The drive stalls out. It's 4th and goal. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Devin Tompkins on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. Back to 60.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's caught. It's high. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Atlanta. Here's Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Penix going to throw again. Left side in the hands of London. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18,
They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get it. 70, get the wolf.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll throw on first down with Penix.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On second down, Penix. Out wide, that's Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Penix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, he could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
So on a critical fourth down, they want to put the game in the hands of their quarterback. Give them some options. They go with the RPO scheme. The defense sells outs to stop the run. He's forced to pull it. Incomplete pass.
Bijan Robinson. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Pass the stick. Come on, come on.
On play action, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
3 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And all right, here's Krosky Merritt.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
The motion man here is McClure. Right back to Krosky Merritt. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
To the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 3-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third and 10.
Let's go now. 19
From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. And on left side, that's Ertz. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains on a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down, Commander.
He'll go with Bill. That's Krusty Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Go.
They'll go win the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That one, take it in. Harris, McLaurin, touchdown, Commanders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. Here comes Tompkins on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 65 catch, 65 catch. Let's go. Cougar Knight, hurt.
On first down, Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Ready. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Pass caught. That's Wayne. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this point, we're going to need need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. On the zone read, Krosky Merritt. He's inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. On is Moody to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Now, deep ball for London. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So you take the field as a defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage and falls incomplete. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Falcons getting their punter out there. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy.
A run here with the veteran. And it's Austin Eckler. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Smash.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll throw with Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set.
Now Daniels. On target. Got it to McLaurin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
On the ready. Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's to Mooney. Complete right side. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Falcons 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Robinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
1st down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 27.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Upward, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Here's Penix. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On 3rd down, Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So